Uber versus Lyft, which one is better? This is the battle royale between the top two ride sharing platform. As a driver of only 6 weeks, I'll give you my input, my thoughts on Uber and Lyft and which one is better. So let's start up with the sign up bonus. For Uber, basically within 30 days of your first ride, if you complete 170 rides, you're guaranteed $1,700. And this is inclusive of any surge or tips. Remember, and this is for the San Diego area. So each ride, you're guaranteed at least $10. So the strategy for this one to maximize your earnings is to take as many short rides as possible because if you take a $30 ride, you'll make $30 and you spend whatever it costs for that $30 a ride. Whereas if you take a $4 ride, your cost is on a $4 ride, but you're gaining $10 instead. Now let's look at Lyft. Lyft has, if you complete 180 rides within 30 days of your first trip, you get a bonus of $600 on top of anything else you earned. Now, this is a much better bonus in my opinion because you can take your rides, 180 rides is pretty easy to do in 30 days, and they're not counting your tips or surges or anything. As long as you do 180 rides, you get $600 on top. So in this regards, I think Lyft wins with the sign up bonus. Now let's talk about the referrals. So for the referrals for Uber, you can earn up to $210 for every friend who completes trips within 60 days after they accepted the invitation. So you basically get $30 for every 20 rides that they do, up to $210. Now let's look at Lyfts. For Lyft, once the rider completes 180 rides, once the driver completes 180 rides, you get $900. So I think when we're looking at referrals, again, Lyft wins on this terms. Now let's look at the nuts and bolts. So in my past 6 weeks of driving, for Uber, I grossed $11.10 per trip, whereas for Lyft, I grossed only $10.65. Gross per hour for Uber was $33.39. For Lyft was $28.38. And just to be clear, I'm not adding in the promotion bonus into any of these numbers. They're kind of set aside and on top of whatever you earn. So tips per trips, a little bit more tips on Ubers. Again, you see the promotion. I got $78 in promotion from Uber. I didn't take my advice. In promotions, I did $78 with Uber and $600 with Lyft. And if we look at the gross plus promotion per trip, Uber is at $11.26 and Lyft is at $13.37. In terms of which one is the better platform to be working for, I think you have to be on both platforms and it depends on your situation. Minimum fare wise, at least in San Diego, Uber wins. It's slightly higher than what Lyft offers. The amount of time they give you to select the ride, whether you accept it or not, Lyft gives 15 seconds for you to look at the ride and see whether you accept it or not, whereas Uber gives you only 10 seconds. Here, Lyft is the definite winner on that one. And frequency of rides. In the San Diego market again, from my experience, Uber wins. I get more Uber offers, Uber pings than I get Lyft offers or pings for rides. So at the end of the day, in the San Diego market, starting off driving would be Lyft, but on the long term, it will be Uber. Thank you for watching. And if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe.